Purify your mind first before you think of changing your life. Every lasting transformation begins in a place no one else can see. It doesn't start with more money, better opportunities, or perfect circumstances. It begins with the quality of your thoughts. Look closely at your life. Every decision you've made, every habit you've formed, every relationship you've built, and every dream you've abandoned was influenced by the condition of your mind. If the mind is clouded, even the best opportunities lose their value. If the mind is clear, obstacles become lessons instead of excuses. Many people spend years trying to redesign their lives while carrying the same fears, the same anger, the same distractions, and the same limiting beliefs. They change jobs, move to new cities, buy new possessions, or chase another goal, yet the feeling of emptiness quietly follows them. The destination changes, but the mind making the journey remains exactly the same. Imagine pouring pure water into a dirty container. No matter how clean the water is, it becomes contaminated the moment it enters. Life works the same way. A mind filled with resentment, comparison, anxiety, and endless mental clutter cannot fully receive peace, wisdom, or genuine happiness. The greatest battle you'll ever fight will never happen in front of other people. It takes place in the silent conversations you have with yourself every single day. Those conversations shape your confidence, influence your choices, and quietly determine the direction of your future. Modern psychology explains that the brain strengthens whatever receives repeated attention. Every thought you revisit becomes easier to think again. Every emotion you repeatedly entertain becomes more familiar. Over time, those mental patterns begin influencing how you interpret the world around you. Eventually, you stop seeing reality as it is. You see reality through the condition of your own mind. Centuries before neuroscience revealed this process, philosophers understood the same principle. They believed the mind should be guarded with the same care a wise ruler protects the gates of a great city. Every belief, every opinion, every fear, and every desire seeks permission to enter. Once accepted without question, they quietly shape your character. Now ask yourself one simple question. Who has been controlling the gate to your mind? Your fears? Other people's opinions? Social media? Old disappointments? Or have you been consciously deciding what deserves a place within you? Most people clean their homes before welcoming an important guest. They wash their clothes before attending an important event. Yet they rarely stop to cleanse the one place they carry everywhere, their own mind. Inner peace isn't something waiting in the future. It begins the moment you stop giving permanent residence to temporary thoughts. Every thought knocks on the door of your mind. You decide which ones become guests and which ones quietly leave. Think of your mind as a garden hidden from the rest of the world. No one applauds the hours spent removing weeds. No one notices the patience required to care for the soil. Yet everyone admires the flowers when they finally bloom. Your thoughts grow in exactly the same way. Every belief you feed gains strength. Every fear you revisit sends its roots deeper. Every moment of gratitude, every act of forgiveness, every decision to focus on what truly matters quietly, reshapes the landscape within you. This raises an important question. What have you been watering lately? Many people unknowingly nourish anxiety with endless scrolling, comparison with constant competition, and self-doubt with relentless criticism. Day after day, they expose themselves to voices that tell them they are falling behind, missing out, or never doing enough. Eventually, those voices become so familiar that they begin sounding like their own. The greatest danger isn't hearing a negative message once. The greatest danger is hearing it so often that it feels like the truth. Psychologists refer to this as repeated reinforcement. The brain adapts to whatever it experiences most often. It doesn't pause to ask whether a thought is helpful or harmful. It simply grows more efficient at repeating it. This is encouraging news. If repeated thoughts can strengthen fear, repeated wisdom can strengthen peace. If constant worry can become a habit, calm reflection can become one as well. Your mind is never fixed. It is always being shaped. The question is whether you're shaping it intentionally or leaving the task to chance. The ancient Stoics practiced a form of mental discipline that remains remarkably relevant today. They understood that life would always present uncertainty, disappointment, and unexpected change. Their focus wasn't on controlling every event. Their attention rested on developing an inner world steady, enough to face whatever arrived. That wisdom still matters. A peaceful mind doesn't appear after life becomes easy. It is built while life remains unpredictable. Picture a traveler crossing a dense forest beneath the moonlight. The path is narrow, the shadows stretch across the ground, and unfamiliar sounds echo through the trees. Panic would only cloud judgment. Calm observation reveals the next step. Life often resembles that journey. Challenges rarely disappear overnight. Yet clarity allows you to move forward without becoming consumed by fear. Notice how a clear stream behaves after a storm. Mud swirls through the current. Branches drift across the surface, and the water turns cloudy. Leave it undisturbed and the sediment gradually settles. The stream becomes transparent once again. Your mind follows the same pattern. Every stressful day, every disappointment, every conflict stirs emotional sediment. Many people respond by adding even more noise. They seek constant distraction, chase endless entertainment, or fill every quiet moment with another notification. Silence begins to feel uncomfortable, yet silence is often where healing begins. A few moments of honest reflection can reveal what weeks of constant distraction keep hidden. You begin noticing the thoughts that drain your energy, the habits that quietly steal your attention, and the beliefs you've accepted without ever questioning them. Growth starts with awareness. You cannot remove mental clutter you refuse to acknowledge. So take inventory of your inner world. Which thoughts leave you feeling stronger? Which ones leave you exhausted? Who brings wisdom into your life? Who constantly fills your mind with fear, anger, or comparison? These questions are not meant to create guilt. They are invitations to become more intentional. Your future is influenced less by the occasional big decision and more by the thousands of quiet choices you make each day. Every book you read, every conversation you welcome, every piece of content you consume, and every thought you choose to entertain is shaping the person you are becoming. Purifying your mind isn't a single event. It's a daily practice. One wise thought replacing a destructive one. One peaceful moment replacing unnecessary noise. One deliberate choice replacing automatic reaction. Those small victories may seem insignificant today, yet they gradually transform your character. Over time, your decisions become clearer, your emotions steadier, and your purpose stronger. The life you want begins to feel less like a distant dream and more like the natural result of the person you are becoming. There is one final truth that many people spend years overlooking. A pure mind does not mean a perfect mind. Negative thoughts will still appear. Disappointments will still arrive. People will still misunderstand you. Life will continue to test your patience, your confidence, and your character. The difference is that those experiences no longer control the direction of your life. Think of the moon reflected on a quiet lake. A strong wind may disturb the surface for a while, yet the moon never disappears. It simply waits for the water to become still again. Your peace works the same way. It has never been lost. It has only been hidden beneath layers of noise. This is where real freedom begins. Freedom is not the ability to control every circumstance. It is the ability to choose your response when circumstances refuse to cooperate. That choice becomes easier each time you protect your mind from unnecessary negativity. Guard your attention. Your attention is one of the most valuable resources you possess. Wherever it goes, your energy follows. Whatever receives your energy grows stronger. If your attention is constantly captured by fear, comparison, resentment, and distraction, those qualities gradually shape your identity. Now imagine directing that same attention toward wisdom, gratitude, meaningful work, genuine relationships, and quiet reflection. The person you become will be completely different. This is why your daily habits matter more than occasional bursts of motivation. Spend a few minutes in silence before reaching for your phone. Read words that strengthen your character instead of filling your mind with endless noise. Choose conversations that inspire growth instead of feeding gossip and conflict. Practice gratitude even on difficult days. Forgive not to excuse the past, but to free yourself from carrying its weight into the future. Most importantly, pay attention to the way you speak to yourself. Your inner voice becomes the foundation of your confidence. If you constantly tell yourself that you are incapable, unlucky, or destined to fail, your actions will slowly begin to reflect those beliefs. Replace those messages with honesty and encouragement. Acknowledge your weaknesses without allowing them to define your identity. Remember, every great achievement was first protected by a healthy belief. The strongest minds are not built in moments of comfort. They are forged through consistent choices made when no one is watching. Each day offers another opportunity to remove one unnecessary fear, release one limiting belief, forgive one old wound, or replace one destructive thought with a wiser one. Never underestimate the power of those small decisions. Years from now, people may admire your confidence, your discipline, or your peace. What they won't see are the countless quiet moments when you chose clarity over confusion, patience over impulse, and wisdom over distraction. Those unseen choices are where transformation truly begins. So before you chase another goal, before you search for another opportunity, before you expect life to become different, purify your mind first. Everything else grows from there. If this message gave you a new perspective, I invite you to subscribe to Thoughts Opener and join a community dedicated to building stronger minds, deeper wisdom, and lasting character. Share this video with someone who may need to hear it, and let me know in the comments what you're choosing to remove from your mind starting today. Until next time, protect your peace, challenge your thinking, and never stop growing. This is Thoughts Opener. Build slowly, build honestly, build permanently.